G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And the game finished a while ago. I had a bit of sleep beforehand and afterhand, and I haven't done the review straight away. I've waited a bit to see if I calm down, basically. So, how do I start, man? So, I mean, look, whatever I say, take it with a pinch of salt, because at the end of the day, as I've said many times on this channel, I'm not an expert in football. You know, I don't know tactics. I've never managed shit. I've barely played the game. So I can only express how I feel. That this doesn't mean I'm right or anything like that. I've just got to get it out. I've just got to get it out. Fucking hell, man. I'm pissed off. I am really pissed off. I'm pissed off with the players. I'm pissed off with the owners. I'm pissed off with Ange. I'm pissed off with Ange's face, to be honest. You know, I'm pissed off with hearing the same fucking thing time and time and time after a game. Yeah, we create chances, didn't take our chances, didn't kill the game off. It's like, I'm livid, man. I'm livid, absolutely livid. And like I say, this is just me venting, fuming. I'm not saying Ange should go or anything like that. It's just this moment in time. And what I'm hoping is, in a few weeks' time, I'll be able to look back and laugh at how pissed off I was because we're enjoying the good times. But I'm really concerned, you know. That to me this morning, it felt like a loss. A draw, 1 point, nah, we should have won that game, coulda, shoulda, would have. And it's the same bollocks, it really is. You know, missing chances. And I'm thinking, you know, okay, we're trying to play this high press game. We're bloody well injured. We can't do it for a whole game. And when we run out of gas and we can't do it, then you know, come on in, sailor. That's what happens to us. I'm questioning whether, you know, keeping. I mean, we did change it a little bit. We did drop back a little bit. But I'm just thinking, what are we learning? What are we learning as a team right now with half personnel? You know, this is kind of an emergency scenario. This isn't like business as usual where you've got a couple of injuries and, you know, you've got to keep doing this the same way and eventually it'll learn and eventually it'll click. We're half a bloody team at the moment. Half a bloody team. So if I keep on doing, and I know this completely contradicts what I said the other day, because I said the other day, yeah, keep going. So what you're hearing now is how I am after we've lost yet another game. See, it feels like a loss to me. I'll keep saying it. We lost another game that we should have won, and I mean it's infuriating. How are we growing as a team? When it ain't working, you know. Another injury, Destiny Doggy's gone. Some of the players, I'm pissed off with their faces, man. I'm pissed off with Madison. I hate going down and hard on the team and manager and everything like that. I hate doing it, but I can't help it this time, man. And like I say, hopefully in a couple of weeks when we're through the final of the League Cup, and we've beaten Tamworth and we're in the Europa final, not final, but we're progressed in the Europa League. I can quite rightfully say, Paul, you negative twat, back the team. And I do back the team and I do back Ange, but when is this going to bloody stop, man? When is this going to stop that we create so many chances and just don't do it? Don't do it. You know, right now, you know, I don't even feel like giving you a breakdown of the game because, you know, it's not good enough, man. And, you know, the only thing I can see at the moment is we're heading into the January transfer window. What are we going to do? I'm feeling negative because I reckon the January transfer window, and I know it's hard to buy players. And I know the Europa League and Champions League have changed formats and, you know, it's harder to get players. But bollocks. We need personnel. We need someone to come in and lift us that absolutely improves our first 11 right now. You know, I know we're playing the long game or whatever. Oh, yeah. Like I say, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated, man. I really am. Sometimes I was looking at that game tonight, and even I'm thinking, you know what? I don't think the players are getting it. Is Ange not getting his message across right to them? Is it them not being able to do what he wants? All of this I don't know at the moment. I didn't do a watch along this morning. I was too tired. I just watched it, in bed, and because I got to work today and all that. I need the energy, so I can't do 2 games a week. Now, look, I mean, where it is for me at the moment is, at last we have a week off. At last we have a week off. I don't even know who we're playing next. I think it's Newcastle or something like that. We've got to win that game, man. We've got to win that game. I get it that the players are tired, knackered, playing 2 games a week. We're asking a lot of them. But now we've got a week off. We've got a week off. Let's win the next game. We've got to win the next game, man. It's not that I'm having doubts. I'm just pissed off. It's the same, like I say, Ange in the press conference afterwards. It's just the same thing I'm hearing here and again. He's not giving me hope at the moment. He's not firing me up. This is what I'm concerned about, because Ange usually does that. And I've never seen Ange go through the street like this, and I feel for the guy because everything's against him. And when you got people like me whinging about it and saying I hate the look of his face, that's how bad it's getting, man. But I want more from him. I want more from him as a manager to help me, to help the fans through this period, And I'm not getting it. I don't know if that's his job. I think that is part of his job to, if he wants to get everyone pulling in the same direction, then that's what he has to do. And at the moment, he's not doing it. And it's extraordinary circumstances. So maybe I'm asking for a miracle. I don't know if there's anyone out there that could do that. But that doesn't change the fact that he ain't doing it for me at the moment. He ain't doing it for me. Like I said, I'm not saying sack the manager or any of that crap, but hey, just because I don't want to sack the manager doesn't mean I can't be annoyed with him and how he's coming across. And I'm not talking about him looking down at the ground and silly shit like that. It's like, where's the hope, Ange? What I was expecting more to see is more of the siege mentality from him and the players. That, yeah, we are absolutely down and out, backs against the wall, We're rocky. We've just been beaten by Club Lang in embarrassing fashion, but we get back up. We see the eye of the tiger. We go running on the beach in a skimpy top with Apollo Creed, and we come back and smash Mr. T in like 3 rounds. Backs against the wall, go for it. And I'm not seeing it, man. I'm not seeing that fight, that determination. And I know people are probably saying see a game out and all that. It's more than that. I can't see this. You might be seeing other things, but where's the bloody spirit? Where's the? We're playing teams. Like go back to the Ipswich game. Who are Ipswich? Who've they got? They showed fight. So okay, yeah, we've got half a squad out. We should be able to at least do that, shouldn't we? Against Wolves, and yeah, you can say Wolves played well, and it's Wolves. It's bloody Wolverhampton Wanderers. Their position in the table is not indicative. I don't give a shit, man. It's bloody Wolverhampton Wanderers, and we should have won that game. We should. There's no. I'm annoyed. I really am annoyed, and like I say, I probably will. I won't regret what I'm saying right now. But I will look back perhaps, hopefully, in a week or two and say I was wrong, or, you know, cool, you went in a bit hard there, Paul, or whatever. But hey, look, this is the way I feel at the moment. This is why I do a channel, to express myself, let it all out. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just me. So look, you know, if you agree or disagree with me, then, you know, just understand where I'm coming from. That's all really. Just understand. You don't have to say I'm right, say I'm wrong. Just so long as I adequately express myself and you understand me, that's all I can ask. But do me a favour, Tottenham Hotspur, man. Do me a favour. This is just horrible. Changing the manager, they ain't going to bloody do anything at this club. It ain't going to do anything. This is obviously maybe Ange is playing a longer game than I expected. Something that does concern me is, you know, what happened last year is after that 10-game run, and then the wheels fell off, and we had injuries and AFCON and the Asia Cup. And I was thinking, when we all come back, we're going to start ticking along, getting fired up and doing what we did at the beginning of the season. And we didn't. And this season, there's some good and there's some bad. You know, we're injured again, and here's me saying, when we come back from injury, we thought, it's going to be, are we? I don't know. I just don't think some of the players are good enough to do it. So that bit is not really on Ange. I mean, I don't know exactly what players he wanted, what players he didn't want. I mean, I actually don't mind him sitting in press conferences and bigging up players that have been purchased, because he wants to give them the best chance of succeeding at Tottenham. And it ain't going to happen by doing a Conte style, well, I didn't want Jed Spence. Yeah, you say that, and Jed Spence's career is fucked for 2 years. Good management, that. So, you know, I'm quite all right with not being completely clued in on what were his purchases and what weren't, and that's all fine. But I'm just worried that when we do come back, it ain't gonna. Are we gonna kick off? We didn't last year, did we? Maybe it'll be different this year. But we need to make something a bit different. We need some different personnel in there. We really bloody do. We need to get 2 players. Like I say, the transfer window, I know, yeah, blah, blah, hard. 2 players. Remember the season when we got Bentancur and Kula in? That got us Champions League. That was the difference those 2 players made. Do the same again. Do that again. And I don't know if we can, though. I don't know if we can. You know, I don't know how many signings Paratici was responsible or not. I don't know. But my gut is saying that, and I've said this from the very get-go, man. I said, you know, people say I'm Ange in because I'm Australian. Scott Munn's Australian. Not fussed at all on him. Not fussed at all on his pedigree in football. It looks like he's a bit of a jobs for the boys toff. So I don't know if he's got the nous to get us out of this. I don't know if Johan Langer has got the pedigree. Looking at his CV, it doesn't fill me with confidence. So are we going back to the bloody Steve Hitchen days or something like that, where we just get arsing? Now, if we look at the signings, you know, some have worked, some haven't. Again, I don't know which ones Ange did and which ones Ange didn't, but I mean, Timo Werner is gone at the end of the year. Thank God, because that guy is total arse. I've stuck up for him, but crap. Another player I'm looking at, vice captain James Maddison, plays well in about 1 in 3 games when we're on top. When we're behind and you're looking to a skipper or a senior player to lift you, Maddison ain't that guy. He's off somewhere in the other half of the pitch sulking. I don't want him. I don't want it. Unless he has a run of like 5 brilliant games where he's dug something out for us, he ain't got it. I know people say, he's creative and all that. Creates what? Fuck all. He rolls around. He started rolling around when he gets tapped again. He just seems sulky. And you know, we've had this before at Tottenham, where we've had stinky players, what I would call stinky players in there, a cadre of people that just bring the place down. Is this part of it? We got rid of all of them. I was happy. You know, I think that's something that that Ange or the club or whatever the fuck has done right. We got rid of all those players that I really thought were bringing the place down. Have we brought one in? Have we brought in someone that's just bringing people down? Because looking at his body language, his attitude, I ain't impressed. So pull your fucking socks up, Maddison, and stop acting like a bloody sook. You know, we need you to do what you're supposed to be doing best. Yeah, it's great you score a couple against Man City. What do you do against Wolves? Nothing. I'm angry. You know, I support Tottenham Hotspur, man. This is how I am after we lose a game that we should have bloody won yet again, man. You know, you know, I'm still Ange. I mean, that goes without saying. You know, despite what I'm saying about him and his, I mean, you know, like I think changing that, it's the same. We just go through the same old shit, don't we? Same old shit. So I'm quite keen to actually see a period like this through with a manager and see what happens on the other side. Will it be different to last year? You know, what are we going to achieve this year? It's all down at the cups, man. It's all down at the cups. We've got to put everything into beating Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. You know, so I'm not Ange. Please don't mistake me, but because we have to, and this is difficult. This is a really difficult phase to go through. You know, and it's very easy to change a manager and get what they call the new manager bounce, which I think is this. That just tells you got the wrong players, man. If your players aren't playing, or they're down in the dumps, or can't be asked, or they're, you know, having too many lardies in our world-renowned training facilities, and then a new manager comes in and they all just want to play a little bit harder just to impress the new gaffer, then they're the wrong players, man. The wrong players. So, you know, I think if we do change managers and that happens and people might be happy with short-term results, that'll say to me, where were you? Where were you when we needed you right now? Right now. We don't need you to impress a new gaffer. We need you to impress this one. We need you to lift us up a bit. You know? It's like, and I get it. I know I'm being unfair. I'm absolutely being unfair. But when you try and press a game with the team we've got at the moment, we just run out of bloody everything at, I don't know, half time, 50 minutes, 60 minutes. And if we don't take the chances like we haven't been, then we're screwed, aren't we? You know, I was watching that game and I was thinking, no, this has got 2-2 written all over it. And that's what happened. And I'm annoyed as bloody hell, man. I'm annoyed as bloody hell. The owners have got to, you know, put your money where your mouth is. You've got to back this guy. Back him right now. Don't fart around, give us excuses. Right now. We don't need a promising prospect, you know, like, you know, another Archie Gray. Like Archie Gray Archie Gray's blowing me away, actually. He's one guy that can hold his head up high. We shouldn't be relying on an 18-year-old to lift the team, though, should we? What can I say, man? Final score, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. There's a bag of dog's dicks. Peace and love, and come on you Spurs.